Cats, dogs, birds, and babies, I've been thinking about you, and you're driving me crazy. I'm so happy to see you. Oh, because I think Magic the Gathering is back. I think it's back. I think it had a little bit of a tough time where audio issues, alchemy, and the digital-only space just kind of was rubbing me the wrong way, especially the audio. I'm someone that is insanely sensitive to audio. And I haven't encountered a single bug. After the rotation happened, and the new cards in DMU, it has been so fun to play. I've been grinding hardcore. I actually didn't sleep very much last night because I'm an idiot, and I just kept playing. I mean, I literally could have just stopped and gone to bed and gotten up and then streamed it sooner. I didn't. I'm just in a great mood. And we're going to talk about this Jund brew that I've... this is a home brew. I made this. This is my deck. It was made for me, and I've been having so much fun with it. And before we do the deck intro, I want to talk a little bit about what Jund is all about. Jund is red, black, green, that color combination. And if you think about something like blue-white control, you have the image of someone that is drawing a lot of cards, countering spells, and doing board clears, destroy all creature type effects. Jund lists tend to have lots of individual card power. So, for instance, a card that says draw 3 cards doesn't really do anything until you then cast one of those cards that can be powerful and could make up for the fact that drawing cards didn't affect the board at all. And the one card that I am in love with is this one, Soul of Windgrace. It's a 4-mana, 5/4. Whenever Soul of Windgrace enters the battlefield or attacks, put a land card from your graveyard onto the battlefield tapped under your control. And this was sort of the seed that grew the entire list. And we'll see what we mean by lots of individual card value, starting with this. Good stat line, ramps a little later in the game, but ramps nonetheless. And we can discard lands from our card to redraw, give it indestructibility, give it a little life. Feels great. We also, as some of the new value cards, Liliana of the Veil, one of the most classic Planeswalkers of all time. Planeswalker for 3 that makes the enemy sack a creature, and then you can +1. Each player discards a card. Very good way to both reduce card value from your opponent, but then also, hey, we can get some land into the graveyard and then attack with Soul of Windgrace and pull it back. We put in 3 Fable of the Mirror Breakers because you couldn't make a list with red that doesn't include this. It's just a very good card. But I was looking at what to do at the high end, and this is one of my favorite cards, as you know. Any excuse to cast this card, I'm in for. It has an obvious great synergy with Fable of the Mirror Breaker because you can pay 1 to create a copy of the Titan of Industry, and it's just unbelievable. But some of the new stuff that's been really exciting me. First of all, Cruelty of Gix is just busted. Target opponent reveals their hand. You make them discard a creature or planeswalker. Chapter 2, find a card in your library. Chapter 3, put one from the grave onto the battlefield. So, if you're doing things like discarding cards with Fable of the Mirror Breaker, discarding your own cards with Liliana of the Veil, you're bringing back the lands with Soul of the Windgrace, you're bringing back the creatures with Cruelty of Gix, and the remainder of the list was trying to figure out how to support the idea of really powerful card like Soul of Windgrace and Liliana, these very strong power cards that are new, and Cruelty of Gix. Putting this in at the high end. And then at the low end, we have this brand new cut down, destroy target creature with total power and toughness 5 or less. This is a very good card, but I think only in like a multiple of 2, maybe even less for the main deck. Depends on what the meta's doing. I'm running a pair of Infernal Grasps because that's really good. I'm also going to try out running a pair of Terra Sunders because it hits all non-land permanents. And this card has been an absolute all-star. Teachings of the Kirin. Chapter 1, make a 1/1. Chapter 2, buff it. Chapter 3, exile, and you get another 1/1. But in particular, Chapter 1 fills the bin with mill 3 cards. Really, really nice way to get some goodness in there for Soul of Windgrace and for Cruelty of Gix. Now, I'm unsure of whether I should be running more or less Riveteer's Charms. I'm also interested in... Oops, I did Dragan Saga. No, I spelled dragon with only A's. All right. The Elder Dragon War is one that looked kind of mediocre, but I've been seeing a ton of Jund players run this one. Seems reasonable. I also fiddled with Obnixilis, but because I'm not really running a lot of low-drop creatures, it didn't seem to have as much value. And you'll also note, in particular, we are not running any sweepers. This seems like an interesting meta choice where we might instead of running, say, the Riveteer's Charms in the main, run a pair of Sweepers. Other candidate cards would be the Graveyard Trespasser. What is it called? Gosh, I'm trying to type around my microphone. Yeah. Graveyard Trespasser is a 3-mana 3/3. Whenever Graveyard Trespasser enters the battlefield or attacks, exile it to one target creature from one target card from a graveyard. This is a really obnoxious and sticky threat. This is really obnoxious. So, I mean, I still feel like I have a lot of room to improve and to adjust and this sort of thing, but I actually think that this is secretly the stone cold nuts in this list. One other thing that I want to note is what we've done with the mana base. We lost a lot of key duels, and I am really eager about leveraging Riveteer's Outlook, which when you play it, you sack it, then search your library for a swamp, mountain, or forest, put it into the battlefield, and you gain 1 life. So we're running 2 swamps, 2 mountains, and 3 forests, 7 basics, to recur this with Solo Ingrace. And the mana base actually took me, like, quite a while. I'm running 27 lands. 27 lands. Dukum says, what about the new red Hydra that is X and has haste? So, one of the sort of measures that I'm trying to look at is, one of the measures that I'm trying to look at is whether the card does more than one thing, or does a single thing ridiculously powerfully. And we have examples of both in the hand. Fable the Mirror Breaker makes a 2/2 on Chapter 1, makes another 2/2 on Chapter 3, and in between, I can even discard cards, helping me fill up the bin for the Soul of Windgrace. This deck seems more control-y. It functions a wee bit more mid-rangey. So given this, I'm going to seek a green card, because one of the restrictions that this deck will run into is that we want to try to hit triple green for the ability to cast our good friend, the Titan of Industry. Yet Lesk, this plays a little bit more like a mid-range bordering on control. We see some 5-color nonsense. Lagrella, Ella, hey. I'm not too terribly concerned about this. So we can discard cards. I don't really want to discard anything right here, I don't think. So, right away, you start to see the power of the combo here. Riveteer's Outlook's in the grave. Bam. Give me a swamp. Also, the reason I'm running 2 swamps and 3 forests is because I have double black and triple green casting cost cards. Okay. Isn't this just ridiculous? So, here's where I'm at. This can only buff other creatures. So I think I actually want to do this as Chapter 1. So that way we'll take a peek at the hand. There's Joda, the Unifier. So they will have all the mana that they need to cast Joda, huh? I almost want to say Halana and Elena goes to the bin. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And I want this down. Terra Asunder is... One of the issues with Terra Asunder, excuse me, is that it does have such prohibitive requirements for being able to cast it. think I might actually have to just get, like, cut down here. Yeah, I'm gonna get the cut down. Ow. So, I blow up this one. I'm tired, so I'm just not even gonna worry too much about my mana bases. Yep, keep doing this one. Should have actually done this in the opposite order. That's, you know, that's fine. Alright, we got Joda. So, I mean, we're obviously going to exile Joda when Joda has the ability to swing. Alright, put our creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield. So I'm going to discard the Teachings of the Kirin, because we just have so much other higher value cards. Alright, great. So, I mean, we just literally need to do this right away. Do I have any more lands in here? So, I mean, I think we got it. I mean, just sacking this to get one life anyways is good. Man. I want to make sure that after we hit the end step, we're in good shape. Do you see the power of just, like, how all these cards start intermingling and working with each other? I mean, it's just unbelievable. So we'll double block this. Do I actually want to do that? Doesn't have lifelink, right? Yeah, I just do this. Nice. Awesome. Awesome. Alright, so we're going to win next turn by making infinite reflections, yeah. Humans get +1/+1. Coven, whenever Sigarda attacks, do stuff. Okay. So we're good. Alright, for any of you who have never seen this, comically, this... happened to me. And this is the first time I saw it. I mean, comically, this is the very first time. Now, because it's at your next end step, sacrifice all these things, we did it. after the end step occurred. Junned him out, baby. Junned him out. El Collage, yes, these are the first cosmetics I've purchased on Arena, is these stained glass things. Because stained glass is one of my favorite mediums. I love stained glass art. Well, I should say I love non-religious stained glass art. Because, like, there's only so many colorful windows of Jesus frowning and shit that it's so interesting to me. So I really like when modern artists are doing interesting things with stained glass. One of my favorite artists of all time is Judith Schechter. Judith Schechter. Yeah, let me see if I'm not doxing myself. Yeah. Just incredible stained glass imagery. And when you go to the museum, each of these is actually in a light box, so there's just like this glow coming from inside all of these. I mean, these things are freaking unbelievable. So when I saw the opportunity to like get stained glass basic lands, I was like, oh yeah, okay, we're doing this. All right, now I gotta check something really fast. Yeah, I've noticed a couple of matchmaking issues where I like get into the game and my opponent is lagging out a little bit. Try this one more time. Awesome. Alright, great. Cool. So what color do I want here? I guess I did this wrong, right? Because we do need the red for the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, so I should have played this first. And then, well, I don't know. Getting a Tenacious Underdog out on 2 has never been like, a holy shit, that's amazing. I'm gonna win. Evolved Sleeper. This is my first time against an Evolved Sleeper. See how it winds up feeling. Pretty straightforward decision. See, if I can say Teaching of the Kirin on 2, filling my bin, then I can Fable of the Mirror Breaker on 3, I can swing with the Goblin Shaman, generate a treasure, and on turn 4, I can play Cruelty of Gix and get something out of the bin. So good. Okay, so this is one of these Esper slow, grindy baby value lists. Alright, I need to discard 2 cards, so we're absolutely going to discard this. We're absolutely going to discard this. Amazing. Amazing. Unbelievable. Really good. I mean, look at how this went from marginally awkward to, like, busted overpowered in a second. I love this list. I love this. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be better optimizations in a better form, but, like, this is so fun. Magic is back! It's back! Grasp me. See if I give a damn.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Thanks. Okay, so... Yeah, you know, I'm just going to Cruelty of Gix and just see what's in the hand. Is there a link for the list? You should be able to hover right there and get it. As to be expected. I want to see what my opponent's up to. Deal with that one. I think this is the scary one. You know what? I'm not going to go for... Am I going to go for face? I mean, they're pretty low on health.
That all you got?
Nice. Oh my god, planning! Planning, the most powerful verb. Ow. So, what do we want to grab here? I think it might be better.
Now this is a juicy secret.
See, I think I might just get another Cruelty of Gix here, man. We can read ahead. Paragon out of the way. I mean, this just feels so good.
Bad for your mentor if that's your attack.
Cruelty of Gix to just get more Cruelty of Gix? I mean, come on. It's incredible. Dude, yeah, announce away. I mean, you can attack and lose this next turn. Rolock says, I just had an interview for my first six-figure job and then split my suit pants straight down the middle when I got home. Started taking off my shoes. Hell yeah. That is what I am talking about. Let's go to my graveyard. I think a Titan of Industry probably feels pretty good here. Let's look for another Cruelty of Gix. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Heal for 5. Destroy an enchantment. Cruelty of Gix, getting Cruelty of Gix is just so stupid. I mean, this is so good. Void Rend, yeah, I don't give a shit. I mean, it's like so... Dude, this is so out of control. And what, are you going to Void Rend this so that I can get it back with another Cruelty of Gix? I mean, it's amazing. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Oh my god. Doesn't it just feel good? Doesn't it just feel kind of like a little taste of magic?
Bet you can't catch us.
I think I'm just gonna get this one. Just feels good, doesn't it? Oh, hell yeah. All right. Perfect. Is there a deck list for this? Should be up there on the screen. Is the deck list not on the screen? Okay. All right. No. This is actually stupidly good. This is it. This is the it shit. Yeah, the deck list should be right up here, right up there. Right. You just hover your mouse. Okay. All right. Watch. So I do Teachings of Kirin. Do. All right. Cool. Teachings of Kirin. We get some stuff in the bin. We didn't get a land, though. That stinks. We have 27 lands in the list, so this often binks it right on in. Perfect. Figured it out. All right, let me show you the absolute Gosu art. This is so good. This is so good. This is so good. Fairy Vandal. Let me draw a second card each turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on that shit. I'm just gonna blast him. What I was wanting to do was to save Ziatora's Proving Ground for cycling so I could heal it with Soul of Windgrace. And I honestly think that I'm just going to continue with that plan. My opponent has showed that they're interested in doing flash nonsense, so I think it's probably wise for me to save playing Soul of Windgrace for a bit. Alright, so we're going to let this one resolve. And we're going to see what Pharmacy does. A single +1/+1 counter is actually not the biggest deal. I made a Pecker list yet? No. It's been Pecker free so far, Chaucer. Wedding announcement. Alright. Oh. Alright, well, let's get a green one. I think the green ones are going to be good. Plop down this fella. That one's going to be good. Let's go ahead and put on our Riveteers. I mean, this is just absolutely, objectively nasty. So. So we're going to get the non-creature card from a graveyard. We're going to exile probably just this cut down. Put it on yourself. Dude, Mattman W says, ooh, I just realized how good cycling a Triumph feels with Windgrace. This is truly what makes Jund fun, is that you don't have access to the insane card draw of blue or some of the big power sweepers with white. There's just a lot of just little tiny combinations. It's amazing. Vile Vader, hello. I mean, I'll just block this. This means that Wedding Announcement draws. So this is a bit why I was not describing this as a control list, because Pharma P is actually in a very dangerous position right now. I don't run any of these. I will run them in the sideboard. Wow, that alarm is, like, legitimately so old. Alright, so I'm going to just do this. We're going to do the Tenacious Underdog. You can see some of the just incidental benefit of the life gain provided by the Riveteer's Outlook. It's actually so funny. I'm Kaito Shizuki, and I take myself way too seriously.
Now, what do we have here?
Alright. I'll just chuck these two away. Looks like I make good decisions.
my home, and I don't appreciate it when people.
This is going to be a little bit weird. And then I'm going to shock this just to redraw a card. This is just basically pay 2 life, draw a card. My opponent will gain a life. That's fine. That guy has a tenacious underdog in his deck? I had no idea.
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
I know something you don't know.
Okay. That's helpful. I think I'm going to destroy this one. I think this is correct to do right now.
Ha! Would have had me if I wasn't so fast.
Phew. This is a very good card, but this is a very dangerous card to cast Leyline Binding on. I have many Titans of Industry. I have another Terra Sunder. It's gonna be good. And can I just say, this is why I was just going, Magic is back. Because, like, look at how sweet this is. Look at how sweet this is. This is so awesome. Scheme and see ya. So it's gonna be a cycle, huh? This is like such an interesting game. I don't know if we're gonna win. There's a lot of just stuff going on. It's interesting. It's cool. It's neat.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
See, I like how, you know, if you think about a really high power level, it might be that if you get a certain set of cards out, you win. And I don't mean that in like a combo deck kind of sense of the word. I mean this in just a like, oh, there were times where an aggro red list, if it didn't get impeded in the first few turns, that was it. Game was done. So let's see here. So let me do this. Make this nerd sack.
This fight finished before brunch. One of your friends has to leave.
Whoa, that's so good. That's so good for us. Yeah, I'm okay with this.
I'm used to being uninvited.
I think Teachings of the Kirin is just top notch. I think Teachings of the Kirin is just top notch. Top notch. It is the perfect 2-mana card for this list. Alright, so Villain will gain.
Started this fight, but I'm going to.
Great. Superb, superb, superb.
You are not much of a roadblock.
Nice. Really nice. I mean, like, this is so fun to play. It is so fun to play. I can't even tell you how fun this is. I am having a fun time. None of my colors. Cast 20 creature spells. Amazing. Alright, so let's do this for red. Riveteer's Charm is one of those ones that's really good, and I don't know if it's main deck good or sideboard good. It's somewhere in the 75. I just don't know exactly where I'd place it. Alright, so let's just run out some comfortable black mana. Okay. Alright. I love Teachings of Karen. Stangelis is on a scale of 1 to Tybalt's trickery. How powerful are you feeling right now? You know, I'm not cackling like a lunatic, but I actually feel like I'm playing Magic again. I feel like I'm in Guilds of Ravnica, which is my favorite standard. March of Otherworldly Light on the card. Wow, incredible. Jen Manade, what a delight to see you. Fucking how are you, Jen? Holy shit. Oh man, dude, I'm having a good time. Oh baby. Oh baby, let me show you one of my maneuvers. Let's get that Riveteer's Outlook going, shall we? So we have double black, double red, double green, so we should just get green here. Dude, look at this. Riveteer's Outlook pops out. Better sack it and gain 1. Hot as fuck, huh? Hot, hot, hot! Fan of Various' Guilds of Ravnica was a 6 set for sure. Yeah, oh my goodness, I loved it. I felt like a lot of the Planeswalkers felt perfect in terms of their power level. I know Planeswalkers are, relatively controversial. Hero's Downfall. Hell yeah. Alright. Oh my gosh, yeah, I feel like I'm like making moves and analyzing board states and formulating opinions.
Happy to. We all have things we have.
I'm doing this one. We're going chapter 1. I want to see what's in here, man. Liliana, depopulate. Oh, dude, this is... the villain is very dead right now. Very, 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 very dead.
Drop it.
I don't need this cut down. Yeah, look at this. We're working together. Dude, Liliana the Veil. Okay, Lily says, -2, sack a creature. If your opponent doesn't have any creatures, you +1, right? Well, this says each player discards a card. Not enemy discards a card, just each player discards a card. Search your library for what, any old card. I'm just thinking Soul of the Wind. Grace seems like an acceptable one. My opponent is black-white grindy. These Cruelty of Gixes are just too strong. Oh, it's so good.
Couldn't be more annoying.
Populate, get to draw a card. Looking good. Value's coming in hot.
Don't overthink things. mysteries. I'm tired of your secrets.
Oh my god, this is so good. I mean... Oh, dude, yeah, Hottie might not want to be hitting that plus button, man. I mean, you just might not. Yeah, I'll sack the 2-2. I think you got it. I love this list. I am so happy. Dude, like, it's just like chain W's. Chain W's. So, I want to start thinking about a sideboard. I think that cut down is a reasonable one to have in the side. I also think, excuse me, if I am looking for some other cards that would be good, I think Squee is actually really nice. How many wild cards do I have? 92? Sure. Squee seems like a nice one to board in against. Troll. I might put in another Cruelty of Gix. For the real grindy ones. So I think some Meat Hook Massacres would be good. But I don't even know if I really want Meat Hook Massacres as much as I want this Dragon Saga. Put in a little of this, a little of that. I'm going to put in 2 Terra Sunders in here as well. And you know, honestly, I think the Riveteer's Charm might actually be pretty good in some of these matchups. I'm trying to think of something that I can run at the low end. Oh, my god. Duh. Duress. Para Duresses is good. Is that... Did I just do it? That's a good looking sideboard, actually. Trespasser in the sideboard. You know... I don't actually know what to do about Graveyard Trespasser. Like, what matchup is Graveyard Trespasser good in? So, you know, let's switch to best of 3. I like best of 3. Looks good to me. Starts off green. Teaching of Kieran. Get Lily out. Trespasser Killer in any match with an underdog. Yeah, that does make quite a lot of sense. Sun and Pack Leader have not been very impressed with in the most recent meta. Because it just takes a while to actually grow. Sure. This is like the best designed Planeswalker of all time. Sack a creature and each player discards a card. Incredible. How do you feel about the read ahead mechanic, Joe Darkwolf? I love it. I love it. It's incredible. It's an unbelievably good mechanic. So, Cut Down is going to be very good in this matchup. Pure, plain, and simple. Riveteer's Charm is going to be very good in this matchup. Meathook Massacre, I don't actually think is going to be very good in this matchup. You know, I think Fable of the Mirror Breaker might be the one that I peel out of there. Feels a little awkward. I think I actually want to... Tenacious Underdog doesn't seem very good in this matchup. Just overall, I think it just doesn't seem very good in this matchup. I also feel like I'm lacking on single target removal that's cheap. I think that's something that I feel right now. Cut 1 Solo Ingrace. I think this is the best card in the deck, and I will have 4 in every single time. Oh, I need these for Stalin. You know, I'm going to try the Elder Dragon War. Let me give it a shot. Why not? Yeah, I think Meathook Massacre's value has diminished quite a lot. Genmanades is what card are you missing the most that got rotated, Sean? Druid class, alright? Druid class. Like, you know, like whose stream do you think this is? Yeah, I need some more single target removal in the side, I believe. This card sucks here. I don't know what I'm doing with this guy in there. Villain whiffed a land drop. Very good. Very, very good. Get out of here. Yeah, Palaka Worm is probably my favorite card of all time. I love Palaka Worm. Although this has not really been very challenging, I will admit. Yeah, I don't like this card. I'm cutting it from my sideboard. And that is how easy it is. Do you see the skill on display? None of you would have been able to pull off that win. I won. I'm the one that won the game. Everyone here is really pissing me off. Alright, let's see here. Let me, yeah, this just, no. What are my destroy creature cards? I mean, is it really just Infernal Grasp? Is that it? All right, show me my 2 mana that I don't collect that are instants. A lot of Blade Brands. Tribute to Urborg. Holy shit, I can use some of these fucking red cards, man. Oh shit, look at this. I forgot that I have access to this shit. Braid doesn't hit planeswalkers, and there's a lot of those fuckers floating around. Let's get some lightning strikes in here, man. There we go. It seems good. Lightning strike. Hell yes. Has Banefire been reprinted yet? God, please reprint it. Please! Please! I want Invoke Despair to have rotated 19 months ago. Oh, Invoke Despair, like you just don't care. Dude, Satyr, Opobo, New York? Satyr, Ropo, Dobob, New York? I don't even know how to parse your name, Satyr. That's a tough one. That's a very challenging name. Stan Jolie says, someone ban Albatross of Time. Why would you say... Oh, because Albatross just said reprint to Fairy 3. Uh-oh, Albatross of Time. I might un-VIP you. Like, this is a fucking big deal. Hey, Albatross Time, do you know why I made you a VIP? You want to know why? Do you know why I made you a VIP, Albatross Time? Do you know? It's because you are one of the top 5 most frequent typers in this channel of all time, and you kick ass. How rare is that? How rare is that? Someone that types a lot and isn't just an unbearable pile of garbage. I mean, let's be honest. People tune in for 30 minutes to me, and then they hit minute 31, and they're like, would he shut up? Like, I can't even believe it. Joe Monkey says I'm in this comment, and I don't like it. Satyropodobny says that's how I get all of them. You know, I'm just going to call you Satyropodobny. Satyropodobny? Well, we won. I'm not running too many of these. These are very dangerous lands. Like, they're good, but they are very, 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 very dangerous. So I think I run 4 total. 2 black-red, 2 green-red. River Tears Overlook. So let's see here. So I do this for... No, I'm doing, like... Never shut up, Day 9. Thanks, Ops. Thanks, Ops22. Now we're gonna Skilly Lily. Plus towards Titan. That's what I was going to do.
Let's make this quick.
Drop it.
Drop it. Okay. I'll do this. Do it on my turn. Okay. Dude, people... I'm running 27 lands, okay? I mean, like, running a lot of lands is, like, really good. And this shit's pretty great. Alright, well, let's... sacrifice me.
Off you go.
I mean, I think this Soul of Windgrace with the River Tears Overlook is so busted. I mean, this is disgusting. I actually absolutely got the wrong land there. Whatever. You may discard up to 2 cards. If you do, draw that many cards. Everything stays. Look at this. Both were gonna kill him. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this shit.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Oh, this guy. Oh yeah, this card's not that good at all. Shield red, huh? Exile the top 3 cards of your library until your next end step. You can play those cards. This is one of the reasons why I like Riveteer's Outlook quite a bit. Alright. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'll play this one.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people.
You know, there's actually a better way to have done this, which is
Off you go.
play the Titan of Industry, destroy an enchantment, and then I could have destroyed the Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. And after destroying the Reflection of Kiki-Jiki, then I could have -2 Liliana the Void. Well, what can you do? Alright, so what I will do is I will make a Rhino. Okay. Okay. Alright, it's the Jundmere. What do we got here? Alright, I think the cut downs are not going to be good. I think that we want to go the distance with the Cruelty of Gix. Riveteer's Charms are going to be very good. I think Terra Sunders are going to be less good. Seems so slight. Yeah, this sideboard really needs to do some better work. Terra Sunder, starting to be a little suspicious of. Terra Sunder is feeling like it might go, like it might need to get cut. This hand fucking sucks. All right, let's hang on to it. Okay. Alright, so we need to do this. Elgandroids, are you having the bestest day? Dude, my day is a goat day. This has been an extremely goaty experience for me. So good. The greatest goaty. Greatest of all days. This is good. Sphere 110 can't catch Lily. Getting the smaller creature off the board works well with the fact that I have Liliana coming next turn that I would like to be able to more precisely target.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it.
I've always hated crowds.
Oh, Beef TV. Says, is MTG something you can play casually? Or is it like Hearthstone where you have to pay $500 a year to stay relevant? Beef TV, this game has way more wiggle room than Hearthstone. Like, way fucking more. One of my friends is fully free to play, and the other friend spends maybe 10, 15 bucks per set release. There are so many more cards, and there's so much more power in starter decks and so much more decisions to make than compared to Hearthstone, that you can download it and just play it completely and totally free for a full month. And then just, like, tell us what you thought. Like, you know, it's not a big deal.
Don't overthink things.
Discard the Riveteer's Outlook for now. If we get the Soul Windgrace. Alright. All I need is one. So, I mean, this is one of the reasons why I'm running a single Boseiju. It's just really nice to be able to crack some of these reflections.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
Fine, I'll take my zombies and leave. Woo! Why can't I stop crying? I also messed up. I should have discarded a single Titan of Industry. Because if I get Cruelty of Gix... I'm gonna do this now, I don't care. If I waited till my opponent's turn, then they can, in response, duplicate the 2-2. I don't really want that. I don't want it, I don't like it. I just don't think this card is very good. It's kind of like a weird on-ground... This is another card that I think might be legitimate. Also Ziatora. So we're gonna die to this thing, huh? Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling the need for more spot removal in here. Duress is just not gonna do it. I'm really feeling like 4 of these in the main actually might really just be great. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get the cut downs back in there. Alright, nice. This'll do. I'm gonna take some damage with Carplusian Forest. Nah, I would never dream of doing that shit. You kidding me? What am I, a fucking newbie? Doink, doink, doink. Alright, so this is good. We have Riveteer's Overlook in there in case we get the Wind Pal. What? Did he get cut? He did indeed. Table of Mirror Breaker. Totally fine. I think I'm exiling 3, because I really need the black mana for Cruelty of Gix. You know, maybe that Dragon Sweeper is actually a little better in this matchup than I'd have thought. The Dragon Sweeper is a really weird card. Because it's deal 2 damage to everything. Creature and opponent, doesn't hit planeswalkers, that's nice. Dude, if my opponent plays a Cruelty of Gix, causing me to discard this, that would be incredible. This might actually be a good enough card. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. So we're gonna get the black. There we go. If we just draw a land, we'll just slam Titan of Industry. Sick. Alright. Yeah, that's a superb play. That's great. Kind of need to kill this ASAP. Like, untapped land is the best possible draw here. That is... Never mind. That's the best possible draw here. Yeah, this card is better than I think. Yeah, let's take a peek at the hand first and just go for the long-term value because we have heal kills in here all day. 1, 2, 3. Let's get this one out of here. Wait, oh shit, I fucked up, man. I fucked up. I don't have enough black sources. Oof. Alright. Alright. Big mistakeys just got made. Big mistakeys. Big mistakeys. We're just gonna casually go to 1. Oh no, we're gonna... We actually died due to that error. Fuck. Alright. And then we get to choose a card and we lose the life. Alright. Okay, this was a really helpful bout. Because I think that I'm seeing that in a matchup like this, what I actually need is more single target removal. That's the thing that I felt lacking in. So I actually think... Cut downs I should have gone up in... Terra Sunder, I don't actually think we need. I think these ones come out. You know, there's another black 2-mana discard card. Discard. Oh my gosh, what's the name of it? Not collected. Dominaria. Instant. That is in black. Pilfer. Yeah, I think 2 of these is going to be good. Okay. I think that the biggest thing that went wrong in that... The biggest thing that went wrong was the sideboarding. Because I think that I needed to just focus a little bit more on getting removal in and disabling some of those early threats. When you bring in Lightning Strike, I don't actually know. I don't actually know Seismic Wave. Because here's the thing, Seismic Wave. I am feeling a lack of good 2-mana removal, period. There's some -2/-2 stuff in black. There's Infernal Grasp, which is destroy, but then lose 2 life. And a possibility is I just put 2 more Infernal Grasps in the sideboard and run in 4, and there you go. It's a lot of health to lose, though. It's a really interesting question. I'm not entirely sure how the sideboarding should work, but I like the 7 that we have for control, which is 3 squeeze, 2 duresses, 2 pilfers. So we have some discard and we have some aggression right at the very get-go. Okay. Amazing. See what Despy does. It's Despy. Okay. So I believe I'm up against aggro. And the fact that we just drew this Haunted Ridge is amazing. Alright, so this is Rakdos. I don't know if they're super aggressive or whether they're just Or they're just some kind of jerk. You know, who knows? I also think we don't necessarily need that many Tenacious Underdogs. This is another card that running like 3 of them is kind of a lot. These things are incredible value due to the fact that they provide recursion.
Happy to help.
Yeah, I think I can cut a Tenacious Underdog for another 2 mana removal. I think that'll be good. I think that'll be good. A land in the hand from Despy. One thing about Graveyard Trespasser is that this thing is slow, but it does exile things from the graveyard. Okay. Alright. This is another
Nothing more.
candidate. Exile and return the thingy, huh? We have double blacks. We need to start yoking up on green. This deck is the most fun I've had playing Magic in so long. I am like smitten. I have slept terribly this week. Cece puked at 3 in the morning the other night because she actually swallowed part of her bone. Which, on one hand, everything is working as intended, right? She ate something she wasn't supposed to, and her body churned it back up. Good. My God, I was woken. Ah! Ah! Too many early mornings, too many late evenings. But dude, I'm so smitten. I'm so smitten just playing this fucking excellent game.
My goons will make quick work of you. Oh, I have a job for you.
Okay, so we're good. Okay, sorry. I love that we created the treasure first. Love it, absolutely love it. Great. Hits us with the bing bongs. All is well. Telling you, man, Soul Wind Grace is just nuts, man. Go ahead and I'm going to get that 3rd forest because, you know, always want to be playing my Titans of Industry when I can.
Pleasure by coin or carnage. Tribute is owed.
Sure. I think this is better to do. Which one's the token? I want to kill the token first. Because if this one is in the graveyard, villain can presumably do stuff with it. You know? Bring it back from the dead, that sort of thing. If I kill a token, it doesn't have that much vestigial stuff. Go ahead, make my day god! Etc., etc., etc. Seen this guy? He's got absolutely no mirth whatsoever.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Perfect. C'est parfait.
My revenge will be cruel and painful.
My revenge will be a really big deal. Have you signed up for tickets for my revenge? It's just... Check out my Patreon for $5 a month. You can see my revenge.
Not for the weak.
Fucking this guy's dialogue. Dude, Magic Arena is back. Look at this. I'm hearing dialogue. I'm hearing dialogue like crazy. It's fantastic. All right. I think this is the last one that I can get. Yeah, I'm just gonna get his Sorin out of there now, because then, I mean, he has the Evolved Sleeper that he can upgrade twice, not 3 times though, which doesn't have enough black mana sources. Why did it... Oh, yeah, because it can't target legendary creatures. Well, alright. I'll definitely do the first one here, man. I'm absolutely swinging with this baby. Did I just gain a nice target for resurrection? Oh. I mean, this is fantastic. Now, if this guy swings, I am going to just accept the damage. I think that's fine, because we're going to go to 7. Hard to deal more damage there. Alright, so my opponent was an Omega Donkey. So, if I get cut downs in here, that'll be very, very good. Meat of Massacre is not that great. Terra Sunder is not excellent here. Tenacious Underdogs. Yeah, I just don't think we need 3 Tenacious Underdogs, just period. I think that I should cut this from the sideboard. This isn't really having a hard time envisioning a world in which I'm like fist pumping for that shit. I'm actually going to put in 2 Pilfers. Because these... If I'm spending 1 mana to cut down some kiddos... Yeah, I think I want 2 cut downs on the side. Cut down. Yeah, I'm going to cut the number of Tenacious Underdogs down. I'm going to cut them down. Oh! Yeah, come on. Come here. Get in here. Yeah, alright. Evolved napping, baby. I'm just going to say that I think that the best decision I made for this list was going 27 minutes. I started that as a coward's choice, so I was terrified. So I'm definitely going to cut down the Blood Tide Harvester immediately. Like, super immediately. That's critical to do, because on their turn they will sacrifice it with Casualty to make it. Yeah, I think Meathook Massacre is just not going to be good for us most of the time. Totes, most, Magoats. So I'm going to slam the Tenacious Underdog because it can exchange with this Evolved Sleeper. And I think Soul of Windgrace landing with the Riveteer's Overlook is just disproportionately good. We killed Despy. Oh, we killed Despy. Oh, what a good baby. Yes. Ouch. Oh, fuck, that hurts a lot. This actually belongs here, so I think we want just something like this. And then I also said I think that this Cruelty of Gix just doesn't make any sense here. So I'm just going to do this. Ouch. Ow. And if you're wondering what some of my numbers mean in this list, like, they seem perfectly logical to me. But, you know, this card 4 of, this card 4 of, this card 4 of. I mean, like... I should just say, Soul of Windgrace 4 of makes sense. It's the core of the deck. Fable of the Mirrorbreaker 4 of is unbelievable. Anytime there is a legendary, I often err on the side of caution and put 3 in. Just always putting in 3. And there it is. For Cruelty of Gix, anytime there is a more expensive spell, I just err on the side of 3. That's about it. If it's some value, and I can imagine it being bad in any way, and it's expensive, I just do like 3. I wound up running 4 Titans of Industry, because with the ramp from this, and the ability to resurrect with that, and also it's my favorite card, so, you know, get out of here. Now, for the other ones, like, a 1 mana conditional removal, a number for this, 2 is what I always stick with. 2 is just a solid, not too much, not too little. I want to make sure I regularly can do stuff on turn 2. I think this is just disgustingly, revoltingly good in our list. Ow. I think this is actually the smartest thing I've done today. Ow. 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 And when it comes to combination functionality, you know, like, how many removal do you want? I will often choose 2, 4, or 6 as just starting points. So you'll see that I have 2 cut downs, 2 Infernal Grasps, and 2 Tear Asunder. For a total of 6. And then I do 2 of each because I'm trying to see which one I like more. Yeah, ow. Yeah, meow. You hurt a lot. You hurt so bad. Rana Genesis, apologies, Dana. Could you explain read ahead? Yeah, sure. So read ahead means, with most sagas, when you play them, they start on chapter 1, then go to chapter 2, and then chapter 3, and then you sacrifice them. Read ahead sagas allow you to start a chapter or two in the future. So I could play 1 and just start at chapter 3. Black mana. You see, Tenacious Underdog, I like this comparison that Jen Monet just made, that Tenacious Underdog feels a little bit like a Slapland. You're just looking at me, huh? You're just digging your claws into my gut and just staring. Well, crap. You know what? Let's see what he does. If he blocks with this, that's great. Alright, I'm going to do this and sack the Bloodtide Harvester. A lot of these Rakdos Jund lists that run Bloodtide Harvester are largely running the Bloodtide Harvester and Tenacious Underdogs as strong targets to sacrifice to pump up Ob Nixilis. Who's this? Diregraph Rebirth. Interesting stuff. So now I want to start stacking on green. So I'm going to +1, and I'm going to discard my Tenacious Underdog.
You won't be outsmarting me.
So my play is, for the most part, going to be to hold up Riveteer's Charm for the purpose of sacrificing. Sure. Okay, I'm going to do this right now. Exile up to 3 cards. Top your library. Play them next turn. That's good, that's good, that's good. Alright, great. There's essentially no bad card for us. Solar Windgrace is the far and away most powerful card here, so that's one that's going to get discarded. Alright, well, you know, sometimes you just get the best possible outcome. You know, just look at me go. Alright, we're just gonna do this. Diregraph Rebirths aplenty. Alright, well, I'm just gonna make you discard some stuff.
We all have things we'd rather.
So let's do this, and then let's say exile a non-creature card from a graveyard. We're gonna exile the Diregraph Rebirth and just put it on this. I'm telling you, I think I'm the smartest person ever for having put the Kirin Touch to Orichi. Or I guess it's Orochi. Teachings of the Kirin, man. Nasty. Yeah, I'm just gonna chain the Gixes. So I have all the green sources, may as well just peel another red. I'm not gonna plus. I'm gonna buff this. So that way it's out of Meathook Massacre range. Ah. So, what were we up against? We were up against a sort of... kind of like a non-functional aggro list. Huh. Yeah, I'm just gonna put in the charms for a little bit of slightly cheaper removally doobly doos. I'm gonna get some waters. Ugh. I just saw our opponent's name is Throwfest. You want to know something devastating? I went to this incredible Indian buffet, and I got the smallest bit of curry on me. And I think it's going to be there forever now. Whenever I get back, I like scrub my fingernails so hard. 'Cause my fingers get so orange. But let's see, there's a question from P. Brigenti. Or Brahenti. Hey, then I'm very glad to find you streaming. Used to watch you a lot a few years ago. Thinking about getting into Arena, but have no collection. Wondering if doing sealed is the best way to go about it for starters. Keep it up. Hey, thanks. I think that if you want to start playing, I'm going to recommend to everyone, don't spend any money at first. Just don't. This game is going to hurl a bunch of coins and gems and all sorts of bullshit at you. And what I recommend doing is just start playing with some of the starter decks. Have some fun. Transition into sealed or draft. I recommend 1 to 3 sealed just to get the hang of playing it, and then start doing some drafts. And you can start rapidly having a lot of fun and building a big collection. If you're having fun and you're playing a lot of sealed and draft, you only need about 1.5. About 1.5 wins. Opponent goes first. I think this is barely good enough. Because we have Skilly Lily. So we're going to go black, red, Death Cat Blade. We get black first because if we draw a cut down next turn, I don't know why this card is showing up so much. Oh, we're in a best of 3, I'm a dumbass. Yeah, I don't think Obnixilis is as good as it was. I think it's fine. Okay. So I'm going to kind of view this as a
Happy to help, but I'm taking
expensive lightning helix. Kill a creature.
I've always hated
Heal
clowns.
3.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
I'm sorry, I'm not interested in dying today. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just not that interested in dying today. Alright, so we're gonna get green from this. So we have way more value, we just need to not fall behind on tempo. As in, I have more cards in my hand, and I'm certain that my cards are bigger and better than their cards, so I just want to be comfortable losing Liliana of the Veil to just stay alive. Yeah, Big Kev, we got a policy of no links. Even though we know you, Big Kev P. We got a policy of no links in the chat unless you have an explicit conversation with the mods and you're known and all that sort of stuff. The reason being, there's a lot of bots that trudge through Twitch. Alright. Yeah, which one do you want me to discard? Now, you might say that this looks a little weird. I think that what I should do is Cruelty of Gix. No, you know, I'm just going to do this. My opponent can get back my Soul the Windgrace, but I think I just don't care. I think we just say, that's fine. There's a lot of bots, dude, especially when crypto was, like, really big in 2021. People were just popping in being like, hey, did you see this great clip of Day 9? Like, fucking copy-paste, and it's just, like, something.crypto.website, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And various links to other sorts of scams, so on. And you know what's actually so funny? You know what's so funny? I don't think we had a... In the last 2 years, I don't think we've had a single pornographic link. I don't think we've had a single one. Now, I recognize that by saying that, we're ruined. But I always feel like that's what's associated with bad spammy links. If you click on this, it's just bots posting porn. Sacrifice me.
Sacrifices must be made.
Oh my god, fuck yeah. That's such a big mistake. Alright, cool. See, you can just go straight to 3 with read ahead. And I get back the only threat that I was worried about. Perfect. Yeah, no, it's just so funny, because I feel like that's the canonical, like, thing of spam links, and it's just not anymore. It's like financial scams. Alright. Then I'm gonna turn that sideways. This is gonna shoot that, is gonna do this. This actually might be just low enough to the ground that a meat hook massacre is acceptable. But even then, I think I don't want... You know, I'm gonna try not running meat hooks inside, I think. I'm thinking that Elder Dragon thingy. Alright, I did this. What do you think about me? Destroy an enchantment. That one. Ooh, Unleash the Inferno. I kind of am in love with this one, too. I like this card. I want a couple of those babies in there. Oh no. Ow, ooh, ow. Maybe 2 Graveyard Trespassers in the deck would be good. Maybe just like a pair.
Drop it.
Okay. Infernal Grasp is not feeling very good at the moment. Alright, let me exile the top 3 and see if we can, like, live somehow, vaguely speaking. Very good. What do you know? I think that these lightning strikes are actually going to be amazing for us. I am not sure we need more Riveteer's Charms, just period. I'm not sure we need more Riveteer's Charms, just period. I think I'm also going to cut those from the sideboard. Coldricon says, who are these people who fall for the financial scams from Twitch? Shouldn't it be obvious? I mean, there were a lot of cryptocurrency scams. Where, you know, I feel like in the pie chart of cryptocurrency stuff, there is, I guarantee you, because I know people who are in this group, that are doing things with cryptocurrency where they're actually trying to make something high quality and good. I think the one that we don't want is the Riveteer's Charm. Weirdly. And I know some people will argue there is no such thing as anything positive that can ever come from crypto. Oh shit, I just made a huge error, didn't I? Fuck. Shit. I needed to play this one first. Alright, we'll have to proceed this way. But there is undeniably a really big portion of crypto stuff that are scams. So, what do we want to do? I think Fable of the Mirror Breaker is the nut play. think Voltage Surge is just not necessary. This cut down is just so much goatier. So we're going to discard Titan of Industry. Is that right? Would I discard these two? Yeah, I think I want to keep the land and keep trying to hit my land counts. I just discarded you guys. What are you doing here?
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Yeah, but there's a ton of crypto scams that were very much so just literally all the developers that were creating it knew that it was a scam, were trying to make it a scam, and so on and so on and so on. And so there were a good amount of links like that came in. Graveyard Trespassers causing me a little pain here. So I'm going to hit plus and discard the Teachings of the Kirin.
I'm tired of your secrets.
I think.
Enough.
It is arguable that I should have discarded this and just played the Teachings of the Kirin. Maybe that was right. Thanks, Ghosty. Yeah, I think I needed to not discard these things. I'm getting a little too eager about this Titan of Industry, but I mean the chances of me being able to cast it is just so low no matter what.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Alright. Yeah, I think that was a substantial mistake. Now this is where we give ourselves a shout out to our sick, slick Ball and Boss mana base. He's coming in. Damn, he's going in. Hey, Sully, 2718, 137 months. What up, Faravax, 108 months. You're all so sweet with your endless and undying support. Alright. Yeah, I genuinely think that I see where we have some wiggle room to do some better stuff. I think seeing everything come together. Really? Really? And I just don't have... Is there some land over here? There is. So, Soul the Windgrace is killed here. We lose the game. Yeah. Alright. This is okay. This is okay. This is okay. I actually think I see some ways to do some good stuff. I see some ways to do some good stuff. I think I see some ways to do some good stuff. Now, this is funny because we've been really owning in the first game, like across the board. And then I sideboard and things start to get a little dicey. I actually think we need a little bit more power on the high end. I think this is the right starter look for things. Terra Sunder, again, is arguable to be 4 Infernal Grasps. I don't think we need that many more Riveteer's Charms. TFC News says, I know it's heresy, but is Titan of Industry a win more card here? Oh, not even remotely. If you... I mean, last game is actually a great example. If we had drawn one land, or had the ability to play Titan of Industry one turn sooner, it would have caused us to win. So I would describe it as a creates win card. I actually think another Cruelty of Gix is a good one, because I think I was focusing so much on this low-end stuff. I was just losing track of, yeah, we need to be able to harm the enemy. I am quite curious, what are some creatures or enchantments. Basically just permanent cards in these colors that might be reasonable ones to consider. I mean, I think we're all right. Let's see. You know, I'm actually just going to try to put this one in here. In the side. I don't think it's a main board baby. You know, this is another one that here is, we are doing some experimentation here. But this is another sort of composition I think I'd be interested to try. This is another one I'd be interested to try. I'm not quite in love with this thing. Okay. Like, we have won every best of one and the first game of the series every time. Opponent goes first. This is not good enough. We need to make sure that we have some turn one plays. We've got it. So which one do we want to remove here? So we obviously keep these two. I think I should just send back the Fable. Harlem says, I will try a variation of this deck with Toxrill and Invoke Despair. I think you're going to run into some challenges with Invoke Despair. Oh, I should have sent this one back. I can't cast it. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. And it's funny, especially given what I am about to say to you. Never mind, I'm the best fucking player that's ever lived. If you have Invoke Despair is quad black. So you're going to need to pull way more heavily to black. You will certainly struggle to run Titans of Industry. Certainly struggle to get Teachings of the Kirin consistently down on turn 2.
No more distractions.
Oh my goodness.
Off you go.
Okay, so how do we want to do this now? You know, I think I'm going to do this and just continue to apply pressure. Now I need to worry about double red. I swear to you, I am having so much damn fun playing. Hey, Cassiel. Love what you're doing on that side of things, Cassiel. Absolutely in love with it. No one will have anything when we're done with each other.
One of your friends has to leave.
Fucking die. Elklotch says, when can we expect the next big red list from you? It's been too long. I don't know. How about in an hour, huh? How about in an hour, Elklotch?
When I will. You're telling me what you know.
Sacrifices must be made.
So I'm going to first attack this. I'm going to exile a creature. And in their graveyard, I'm going to exile the Titan of Industry.
It's no fun when they hit back.
And we're going to seek the... Oh, my fucking mountain's in the bin. Whoops. Shit. Ah, fuck my red sources. Alright, here we go.
We all have things we'd rather.
Alright, we're doing it. Winning game 1, as usual. Okay, what do we actually want in this? I'll be honest, I think we don't change anything at all. Fucking run it back, baby. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, Arcane Bombardment again. Is there any land destruction left? I don't think. A lot of the good power cards rotated out, like Magma Opus and all that stuff. Borg Leader, happy Friday to you, beautiful. Squee dodges Lily well. Squee? I mean, I'm absolutely going to keep this fucking hand. Are you kidding me? You could not pay me $1 million to not run this garbage. This is so stupid. Oh my god, of course I'm going to run this. Let's start off with black. Arcane Bombardment with Invoke Despair and Burn Down the House. Plus face damage instance. Okay, alright. I see what you're coming with. Is Burn Down the House in this video game still? So this needs to be green. Should it be red? It should be red, actually. There's an Innistrad. Nice. Dude, look at this. Our deck is just so thinged. It's such a thing deck, man. Ow. I'm telling you, we might actually have a thing for our dragons here soon. Look at this. Look at this. I think actually maybe the Elder Dragon War is good enough. I had my suspicions about it. Oh, we got old Rutstain. If I lose another Jundamir, I'm gonna cry. Alright, old Bone Eyes. Got him. We get to discard any number of cards. Everbliss is really happy to see you enjoying MTGA again. I mean, it feels like a dream come true. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I did not realize how much stress was in my life not having Magic as the main thing I was streaming. It's fucking stressful shit.
Nobody knows Dominaria drop it.
Sure. I actually want some of my bigger shit. My better shit. Oh, we're gonna get a dragon at the end of this thing. That's good stuff. So many Rivet Gears overlooks. Sure.
I've always hated crowds.
I always hated crowds. Oh. I really gotta Infernal Grass that reflection of Kiki Jiki, though. Alright, well, this just makes things way easier. Nice. Oh. Tangerine says, what would you have done if Elden Ring DLC had come out on rotation day? I wouldn't have streamed it. Because what I learned is that when I streamed Elden Ring on launch day, I had one of the lowest viewerships I've had all year. When I streamed it on Friday, it was a little bit better than the day before. And when I started streaming it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the week after, it's some of the highest viewership we had all year. Because as it turns out, a shitload of people didn't want to watch me play it. They wanted to play it themselves. Hope he puts a shield counter on this one. Yeah, people didn't want to watch me play.
I'm done here. A delay. Nothing
Oh,
more.
she's dead. Fuck yeah. Nice.
Off you go.
Sacrifice, because it has the highest mana value. Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition. It's like the best voice acting ever. Someone must extinguish thy flame. It's fucking... I mean, that shit is rad, man. So if I swing, my opponent can swing back for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I think a swing here is good. Better than Nicol Bolas. Nicol Bolas is better in a different way. Like, one of these things is like the movie Aliens, in that it's really good. And one of those is kind of like Dude Bro Party Massacre 3, as in it's like fucking pretty good, you know?
Those who get in my way tend to regret it.
Sacrifices must be made.
I undervalued this fucking thing. I undervalue this thing. I undervalue this thing. How about good old Daddy Rykard? Very well. And I love that he's just such a wretched abomination that when Rykard says we will devour the very gods, his tongue folds back over his windbutt. We'll devour the very gods. Oh my god. And that is one of the greatest voice acting moments of all time. That's incredible. The only other person I've ever heard do that is the kid in the interview where he says that he's feeling, and I quote, pretty glonky. Fucking glonky kid definitely, like, fucking nailed it. Alright, so we can go black, red. Yeah, do this first. We will devour the very gods. It's so good, man. Smash down some teachings of the Kirin. Well, it looks like everyone is on the Jun train. Ow. I don't want to lose life. I like life. I think it's lovely. Don't hit me, you turd. Ow. Bastard. Go, go, mirror breaker. Da-na, da-na, da-na. Foul Lily.
Finished before brunch. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Big Kev says, I know I'm in the minority on this, but I bought Elden Ring the day it came out, and I still only have about 90 minutes in the game. Just don't get the draw to it or the hype. That is a reasonable perspective, because I think my least favorite part of the game was the first 90 minutes to 4 hours. Right in that range. And if you're interested in... If you want my advice, which fucking everybody does, I would encourage you at the start of the game when you get to the open world area, just follow the lines, like the arrows coming out. Sure. Follow them arrows until you wind up. Actually, I think I should have... No, this is right. This is right. Follow the arrows until you hit Margit the Fell Omen. Let it be Margit the Fell. Ow. And then what'll start to happen is you'll start to... Because the thing, Big Kev, that makes a lot of the FromSoft games... not just good, but good in the modern game dev meta, as it were, is that they have extraordinarily...
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
Let's do this. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Just gonna do this and just get back Soul Wind Grace. Let's see. Because if we can get Titan of Industry with Fable the Mirror Breaker out, we just win. I made a substantial mistake discarding all those things because I didn't really need a discard, and we just took 4 damage just needlessly. If this swings, great. Fantastic news. Luckiest boy in the world. I'd like to target one of my text options. I think this is actually correct to do. Big Kim, I want to come back to your comment, because I'm going to not be shy and say it is maybe one of my top 3 favorite things to talk about, why I think From Software is an incredible developer. I want to hold on to this Riveteer's Overlook, because we can gain indestructible till end of turn. That's the right one to do. My opponent might have another one, but this is more than worth it. Just want that red mana. This is one of, I think, the effects that I'm learning more and more and more is in fucking sane on Solo Ingrace. Where when you get into these grindy late game situations, you're just always cycling for something better. Or indestructibilizing something better. Okay. This is a clue. See if we can get something a little bit better here. Yeah, we want this for sure. We're going to do sacrifice because the clue can just draw.
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault.
So there just shouldn't be a lot of haste here.
Sacrifices must be made.
I mean, I swear to you, I cannot even begin to express how much fun I am having. Like, my brain feels great. It feels great. And I'm, like, exhausted tired. And when I'm exhausted tired, typically, I am fully grumpy. I don't have any grumps at all. Sheriff clawed my nipple again. Didn't mind. I was just like, of course you would. You're my favorite cat ever. I love you. Crazy, man. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to plus this to discard both of these.
Don't think things.
I must have gained like 6 life from this one Riveteer's Overlook, man. Nice. Alright. Andrew Squared says, as someone who hasn't played MTG in 20 years, has the hobby moved almost all to the digital sphere? I believe it's some insanely high number don't play digitally. Okay, so I actually think that we just have a good mix of stuff here. I think this is actually quite good. I think it's like everyone really tends to play in paper, by and large, I think. COVID made things very weird, but, you know, I know a lot of people that, like, for them, Magic is a social thing. And so if you can't, like, see someone across the table, it's just like, yeah, why would I do it? Vic Man. Okay, if this is a Jund Mirror, we're switching. Foul Vic Man. What a fucking turd, dude. Alright, it's Kieran time, baby. iMath says, I respect paper. However, I chose rock and I always lose to it. Oh, you. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this fucking guy. Alright, so, I mean, this might look very tepid. I don't want it to heal. I don't want it to do anything. I want to swing. Technically, I could have swung and see if he would trade it, but I want to have a 2-2 because I want to be able to protect Skilly Lily of the Veil. It's just better. Come on, Vic, man. Show me your Vic hands. Show me your Vic hands. Alright, great. I hope each and every one of you understand now and appreciate why I went ahead and just blasted that little baby.
No more distractions. I've always hated crowds.
Bang. Is the plat meta mono Jund right now? It sure fucking looks that way. I mean, it appears to be the case that this is what we're seeing a lot of. Alright, so I mean, we're very likely going to be hitting the plus button on this. Right.
You won't be outsmarting me.
And it's a Boseiju who endures, huh? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna attack. I mean, that's just, like, literally as bad of a possible outcome as could have happened ever. Like, that's literally, like, the worst top deck. Here. It's crazy. I mean, it's gonna be okay, but still, this is a devastating outcome for me. And I'm upset. Okay. So, I actually think the best move is still this.
Waste of my time. It's no fun when one of your friends has to leave. Those who get in my
I think this is good.
I've always hated crowds.
So we're going to be in top deck city. If we get a Cruelty of Gix, we can just start chaining them. Alright.
A delay, nothing more.
Unleash the Inferno, I think, is good, but I just don't know if it's quite so good. Didn't do that in the correct order. Fucking at all. It's okay. Hurts to be mediocre. Because now we're in the uncomfortable position where, because we played that land out, we can't, like, sack or discard land to make this thing invincible. But that's okay. I feel so powerful whenever this card's on the battlefield. Dude, I'm obviously not gonna block that shit, man. You kidding me? Get out of here, Vic, man. Great. Yeah, I just really think that this is not as good as some people are. look at this. Look at that versatile little dragon cardy. Oh, fuck. Storm the Festival is a very good card. Oh, alright. Yeah, I can handle that. Well, this is going to hurt a little bit. Great. It's working. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. No, you didn't. Oh, that's 9. Great. Yeah, we won. Alright, I know I said I'd switch, but I want to be clear. I love my list so much. It feels so good to play. And we keep being up against Junmirs. But it feels so good. It feels so good to play. Can't believe it. Play, play. We have a Cruelty of Gix. Can't do better than that. Switch if you lost. I know what you mean. Yeah, look. Whenever we lose, we're going to stop playing this list. We're winning. Was every match Jund? There were 2 in a row that we lost, and then we just played a third one that we won. I mean, Jelly Bean. All right, we see Rakdos. Is it just 2 colors? All right, I know what to do here. The Elder Dragon War incoming. Nice, really nice. This card is just better than I thought it was. This card is just better than I thought it was. I don't think it's a 4 of. I don't think it's a 4 of. Discard a card. I think Lily goes and Titan of Industry goes. Cruelty of Gix stays. Nope. I'm gonna do like this.
When I win, your turn. Off you go.
I think that was important to do. Because, like, I just think that this card is not good enough. I think that it is simply not quite good enough. Yeah, so they can draw cards, because I'm going to ramp out of control and just play way more cards than they'd ever... More cards than they can ever imagine. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to do Cruelty of Gix. We're going to go straight to Chapter 3, and we're going to return from our graveyard the Titan of Industry that we dumped there earlier. And I am going to go Destroy and Rhino. So we're going to destroy this. We get a Rhino. I'm going to play this just so I can get it to heal me a little bit. Chuck Zeotor's Proving Ground.
Drop it.
Drop it. So now my opponent has 4 mana with which to try to prevent me from winning the game next turn. That'll go. Alright, we doing it? Okay. Well. You know, let's just take a peek. Let's take a peek at what we're dealing with.
This was boring anyway.
This isn't how things were supposed to be.
I've always hated cleans.
Oh my god. This deck feels so fun to play. I'm getting to cast Titan of Industry and resurrecting it multiple times. Okay, so we were up against a little bit more of an aggressive guy with Shieldred as being potentially painful threat. What do I think about the Elder Dragon War? Well, Blood Tithe Harvesters and Fable of the Mirror Breakers. I mean, it seems good. You know, I think Tenacious Underdog is the one I'm going to pull out in favor of the Lightning Strikes. I think that feels good. Kind of want to get these Terra Sunders in as well. What? Oh, what do we cut? Oh, cut. I'm going to do like this. Pull out some of my early creatures, rely more on my later value guys. Because my opponent appears to be trying to kind of like choke me down early game. It's not good. It's completely fine. Seismic Wave says, is that 4 mana, 7 damage spell better than Terra Sunder? I mean, it might be. It very well might. Alright. This card is incredible. Always. Every time. I think I let him do it. Letting him do it there, and then I can Infernal Grasp the Shield Red, should it come soon. Okay. Bit awkward. So because we're in this weird spot, I think I need to wait. If I can hit a red. Oh, that's bad. I'll let him make the choice for me. This is one of the first times we've not gotten reasonable land. We had to mulligan. Alright. This is way too much of a threat, and there's not much else going on right now. These are all problems. These are all really bad things. Yeah, I mean, this is one issue with some of my opening hands, is that this shit can happen. Just gonna concede. This might actually be the Meat Hook Massacre matchup. I think that's what I should bring in instead of Terra Sunder. I'm starting to not really know when these things are coming in. But I think this is a good change. I pull out some of my other creatures. At the low end, I replace them with Meat Hook Massacres and whatnot. Yeah, I think that's actually the change I should have been making. Yeah. I think that's right. Lena DeWins, do you still plan on going back to Big Kev's comment? Yeah, you know what? After this best of 3, it's time to talk to Big Kev. I think that Duress is a weaker card in this matchup because what makes Jund cards really good is that they kind of do multiple things. The fact that they're doing multiple things. Who is that? The Raven Man. The Raven Man? The Raven Man. I'm gonna do this in case we draw a red land and there's like a Fable of the Mirror Breaker or some such thing. Which seems alarmingly reasonable, huh? So, if Chipipoprel here discards some land here, we can pick that up with Soul of Windgrace. Nice. Have to kill it this turn. This card is so good. Dude, I mean, it's insane. It's ridiculously good. No Name the Harpy says, "Hey, noobish question. How many cards can a deck hold?" It's different depending upon what format you're playing. So I play Standard, which is a pretty standard mode, and that is a 60-card deck. You are allowed to put more cards in there, but 60 is the minimum. I mean, this is the one that they should get rid of. Absolutely, this 100%. And I think 250 might be the max. That sounds right, at least. If you play limited formats mean you have no cards. Someone hands you unopened magic packs. You open them and you build a deck. Those are 40-card decks. There's another popular format called Commander, and Commander is 100-card decks, and you cannot have any duplicates in them. That'll shock me for one, huh? Damn, Invoke Despair is good shit. This one. So we're gonna go to 2. This card in faster, more aggressive decks like this one, I think are good. This is just a really difficult way for me to... Yeah, so then I lose. Nice. Yeah, I think that, you know, I'm gonna make one change. I'm gonna make one change that I actually just think is better. You heard me debating this, and this came up in both of those situations. I think both these lightning strikes just need to be Infernal Grasps. I think I just need condition-free removal right on the spot. We're in good shape. That was good stuff. That was some good stuff. So since we're going to halt on Junding them up, let me just message the editor. And... these feel a little tough to cast right on 4. I don't give a shit. Is black red what I need? Black red, another black red. Yeah, Haunted Ridge. One less green, same number of black, one more red. Great. Even that. Thanks for the gifted 5, baby. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to our decks. Oh shit. This fucking interface.